it is another Thursday, which means it's another week to cash plan. I'm feeling a little bit off because of trying to come back from our missions trip, trying to figure out how much we spent when we were there, and I just feel like it's been like 3 weeks of just a lot of spending, partly because we came back and it was birthdays. We had 2 birthdays yesterday. Actually 3 birthdays yesterday because my niece's birthday, and then my 2 kids were yesterday, and then my son's birthday is tomorrow. So I just feel like we came back from spending a lot of money on our missions trip and then spent a lot of money for birthdays. Most of it was budgeted for, so I just don't know how to make it not feel like it's out of control, kind of. It's just how I feel. So I was going to update you guys for our debt payoff for June. We paid $456 to debt, so I had not updated that yet. So I finally got around to doing that. This week, because my husband didn't work 2 Saturdays for the 4th of July and the Saturday previous, and the first 2 weeks of the month are our tightest weeks because that's when our house payment comes out. So he still made a decent amount of money, but it's just a tight 2 weeks. So we only have $100 this week to cash stuff. So I kind of went through my envelopes and picked out like the top, if I had to say like the top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, top 10. And then I picked out our savings challenges. So we're going to look at these ones first. We're going to plan for these ones, and then whatever's left over will go here. If you notice, there's no wallet money this week. We did get a royalty check. We own our mineral rights from the property we owned in Colorado. So we did get a little bit of money from that, which it'll be about, it's like maybe $60. And then we also, my son did some scrap metal run for us. So we split the cost of that with him. So we got $35 from that. So that money is what I will use to probably do our Christmas challenge and our debt challenge for the next week. We just don't have it this week in our regular budget. So next week will be a little bit tight, but I'm not too worried about it. We definitely will be not spending like we've been spending. So I think it'll be okay. So let's go through our cash stash. I guess I don't really need that. So every one of these is $2. So we'll just plan on 4. And it's going to take us a while to fill this one in at this rate, but that's okay. So we'll do, I don't know why I just colored that in. I am not thinking. Remind me on Saturday when I do this that I don't color those in. Yeah, see, I'm just not with it. And then this one we always try to put 20 to. Last week we only put in 10. This week I'm probably just going to plan for 10, and then if we have any extra, boost it up if we can. Okay, so let me get it together here because I do not have it together. Okay, Christmas savings. So we are doing an additional Christmas in July savings challenge, but then we're also doing our regular monthly Christmas savings. My hope is that by September, we'll have like $1,000 saved for Christmas. So that is my hope. We'll see how far we get there. So we've been trying to knock off bigger numbers, but since this week is tight, I might do a 15. There's a 50, actually a 14 is the smallest number. So I'm going to do that. We're going to do a 14 in there, and then our 52-week savings, I probably will do just a simple little 1, probably. This is just remind us that even the $1 add up. Okay, so our rainy day savings challenge, this one I roll 4. Actually roll 2 dice. And I think Kiddo put on so okay, so we're just gonna roll 1 time, and it's a 2 and a 5. So 2 and 5 is a wind gust, which is $5. This one is one of the ones we unstuff at the end of the month. And then our 100 envelope, I've been doing $5 in there. And then I add whatever is left over from our wallet. So to make this easy, I'm going to take those 2, stick that in our dollar challenge. That leaves us $60 to figure out what's going to get put into these kind of more pressing categories. So, dental, we had a dentist appointment this week. I was able to ask them what the other appointment is going to cost at the end of August, and I'm about $150 short of what I need for that. So, I should have looked at my calendar and looked to see how many weeks I have. Let's see. Their appointment is at the end. So 4, 5, 6. So I have about 6 weeks until their appointment, and I'm $150 short. So that's if I do fluoride. So it could be a little bit less because we probably will opt out of that. So I'm going to definitely give that one 10 just to get us there. I also realized I'm off on my thing. Coffee supplies is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could give everything else $5. And that would give us a little progress. So household get 5. Car registration get 5. Car repairs get 5. Lawn care 5. Gifts 5. School supplies. Oops. 5, 5, and 5. All right, let me add that up. Somehow I got 99. It's got to be in here somewhere. Let's make this dollar challenge 3. Okay, so that is our plan for the week with our cash. The quantities obviously are going to be pretty self-explanatory. 1, 1. I just did all of that in the wrong spot. Can you tell that I am tired? Okay, let's fix this. And we will go forward like nothing even happened. All those 5s. All right. All right, so 5, 10, 15, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, so it's 50. All right, so we have 10 ones, 60, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 tens, 4, 40. So cool. I will get my little sticky note and write out what we need for that. So, is it as good as it's been in the past? No. But is it still, we're still putting money in the savings and working on paying off our debt? Yeah. I don't really know. My husband's work, their busy time is probably getting pretty close to being over. So, they, you know, the overtime will become less and less. So, 40, 50, 10, 400. So we'll see what happens, but for now, that's kind of where we're sitting with our cash plan for this week. One thing that I'm probably going to do going forward, I'm probably going to start to like gamify some of our sinking funds and taking, I mean, this is like $60 we put towards that, taking that $60 and like playing it. So playing games with it, and like I made these cute, we're going to do, so in July, we're doing a Christmas in July challenge. Well, in September, we're going to do a back to school challenge. So we're, you know, these are just a fun way to kind of gamify our savings for that thing. So, but I think I'm going to do it in general. I think I'm going to just create and get some other creators freebies that they have or pay for them and gamify our savings for our sinking funds. And then I had made these little deck of cards that we can like randomize what those sinking funds, you know, what those amounts go to. So instead of us always deciding at the end of the, you know, obviously there's probably always going to be priority envelopes. I would like to get this down to like maybe our top 4 every week. And then from there on, everything else be gamified. It will help us, I think, build up larger amounts into those accounts versus just being like tiny amounts every single week. So yeah, that's kind of the future of the plan here. And I hope you guys have had a great week. And we will do a cash stuffing video on Saturday.